their constant screams and my comments at me to get a job. Since coming to California, getting into treatment, starting the medication, my goal has been bettering myself mentally to the point that I can work. That's a goal. That's not something that I have to do to reach a goal. My goal is getting to a place mentally where I can be around people, where I'm not afraid of people, where I can work with people, where I can be a Walmart greeter without being afraid that somebody's going to hurt me for asking to see their receipt. The last job I had, I worked at McDonald's. And they put me on the window with no training at all. They just handed me a headset and put me at the window and said, there you go. And a man came through the drive-thru screaming at his children. You know, yelling, I'll come back there and stuff. And I got scared and I thought he was yelling at me. And I became sure that when he got to the window, he was going to come through the window and hurt me. And I hid in a closet until they found me and fired me. I'm not able to function in a workplace right now. And while my goal is to get better and to get to a point where I can, Adonis Paul and my family have the goal of stopping that progress. Every step forward I make, they use as an example of why I was never that sick to begin with. See, she's able to do this now, so she must never have been unable to do it. He wants people to believe that I'm just choosing not to work and not that I'm incapable of it. Because people hate those that choose not to work. I've actually been told by my therapist not to find a job, not to worry about finding a job. Not to focus on finding a job. That's not the goal for me. That's not what my focus is supposed to be. My focus is supposed to be re-socializing and getting acclimated to people. And now I'm more afraid of people than ever. It's harder than ever for me to just leave my apartment because of the lies that he has told people. I don't know who believes him. I don't know who has heard him. I don't know who is listening. I don't know who is in my area, who wants to hurt me on his behalf, who has been personally contacted by him. They contacted my therapist and my doctor, and I'll never know what influence that actually had over how my therapist and my doctor look at me. They contacted my landlord and they contacted my neighbors when I first moved in, and I'll never know what these people think of me because of these contacts. My one goal was to get better mentally, and their one goal is to make sure I never do. And that is absolutely disgusting. And it has gone on for 3 years, and nobody is saying anything about it. They're just watching it and paying him to do it. He goes after mentally ill people intentionally because they can't fight him back. He goes after poor people intentionally because they can't afford to fight him back. And he is too weak of a man to go after anybody that's not already defeated.